Dr. Wood, Art of the Book Miracles Minutes. Today I'm going to talk about becoming superhuman or being that man. So one of my favorite poems is If by Rudyard Kipling. It's kind of the biblical message that the whole world outside could be going crazy and you're still inside. So I asked a friend of mine, I said, if you had to paint a picture of peace, how would you paint it? And some people go, well, it's this beautiful creek and it's a beautiful setting and the sun's coming over, the river, and I just feel this state of peace. So that's the way one artist painted it. And the other artist painted it as the winds were blowing, there was water sloshing everywhere off this waterfall and crushing and pounding against the ground, and there's a bird sitting there on the ledge with the wind blowing, the waterfall crashing around, limbs flying through the air from a tornado, and the bird was perfectly still. This is perfect peace. This is the peace beyond understanding. Where is that located? And most people are looking that if I could just get to the beach, then I'll have peace. If I get married, then I'll have peace. If, here are the ifs, so it's all outside. If I, the conversation I had today with a friend of mine, we had a conversation about, the male archetype, if you have a good job and you have a social status and you're famous and you got money and all that stuff, then you are somebody. And I said, no, you're not. I said, you're weak. You're totally weak. And you may hang out at one of the fanciest places, and the girls you'll attract are the ones who are looking for a guy who has a good job and lots of money. So you got two superficial people loving each other. They don't really love each other. She loves your possessions. She loves the fact that you are somebody, but she doesn't love you, the person. If that's the kind of love you want, then you're going to be very dissatisfied and you're never going to feel fulfilled in your life. So, I went out with one girl, and she's, I'm younger than her a little bit, and like, what about this and what about that? And like, I said, I'm not looking for, and what their job title is, and how big your boobs are or whatever, or I'm looking for someone that I enjoy who they are inside, and not just a statistical sheet of paper of yes they have this, yes they have that, yes they have that, superficial things, just looks alone. I mean, sure, I like a good looking woman, but you have to have more than that for me personally, because that'll fade, and I'm going to live with the person on the inside. I mean, if you're freaking batshit crazy and drive me crazy every day and yelling and screaming at me, and never feel comfortable about yourself, then you're going to make my life a problem. Because your problems become my problems. I kind of inherit, and I'm living with it, with the problem. And it's not judgmental either. I mean, some of these videos that I'm shooting are helping people connect to who they truly are and let go of all the neurosis of all the things that how poorly you think of yourself, or that you're not good enough until you get enough money or the nicest car and flash a watch or whatever it is. You don't want people to love you for your possessions. You want people to love you just because, no reason, unconditionally. So if we have more people out there like that, who think like that, there's a better pool of good, kind people who can actually be in healthy relationships, and maybe we'll have a higher success rate in marriage, and we'll have something that is beautiful versus, unhappily ever after, or 50% in a divorce. So what does it mean to be truly strong is you love yourself unconditionally. And you'll find out there's a lot of weird shit going on in the back of your head from early childhood that you don't think you're good enough. You told yourself some things. And then you don't forgive yourself when you made mistakes. You may have learned that in your early childhood rearing, that you made a mistake and someone punished you for the mistake. So now you don't try things, and you start to limit your life. And once you do that, you're already dead, as Bruce Lee said. You're not going to really fully explore life and explore a possibility together or for yourself, or with someone else. So your partner, you want them to kind of go along with you on this journey, on this adventure together, but you both have to have that deep sense of, I love myself. I forgive myself. I love myself just because, not by my job, not by my money, not by the neighborhood I live in, not by how fancy my clothes are. I'm just love myself just because I'm alive and I'm here and I was created. So now you love yourself inside, which then makes you very strong outside. If your sense of value or love for yourself is predicated upon arm candy on the male side or female side, and this is my husband, I'm so proud of him, he's CEO of whoever, okay, well, if he's a good person, that's great, or the person that you love unconditionally, then that's great. The job title is just whatever, it's just icing on the cake. But if the love for the person's only for the icing, then you have no cake. So but what's satisfying is the cake, not the icing. And what happens is the icing becomes sickening after a while, and you look for new icing because you've had enough of this kind. So it's not that having nice things are bad. It's just the question is if you're trying to use it to validate yourself, or that you have worth as a human being, you could be set up for a massive failure, and you're going to find that people will rob you your whole life because all they want is what you have. They don't love you for who you are. They love you for what you have. So you get fake friends, you get a fake husband or wife, and you get someone who's using you just for what you look like or what you have. So you got two users together who use and abuse each other, and welcome to many relationships. So when you love yourself completely and wholly, now you can be with the other person because you just love them. You're not looking to get something from them. Now you're looking to give something to them. And it's unconditional without expectations. I just love you. What reason? I don't know. I just care about you. And I want to share something with you. And I want your best self. So now I'm in total support of this person who's in front of me. And the only expectation I have is that they love me also with the same unconditional love. Do you have an agenda? Why are you here? Do you want me for money? Do you want me for job title? Do you want me for social status? Why are you here? Do you have an agenda? It's a good question. Or do you just love me just because you do? And that's a different thing. So if you love me for who I am, and I love you just because I love you, now we have two great lovers who love each other for the right reason. No reason at all. They just choose to. So this is where a great relationship comes together. To get there, to get to this great relationship, you first have to love yourself first unconditionally. You have to forgive yourself unconditionally, and you have to want the best for yourself unconditionally. That's the way it is. Unconditional happiness for yourself, and get to know how you're feeling, how do your feelings and emotions work. And I just shot a video on that. Do you know who you are, and can you even talk? Is the name of the video. So you look at that video, and you'll start to understand who you are, how to connect to your emotions. So then if you're not feeling happy, if you know how you experience happiness, now you can connect to your happiness. And now, guess what you can share with your lover today? Maybe they need happiness. So you can generate the happiness, and you could be the happiness in the room, and that can help balance out their emotions that day. So now you have one person that could balance out the other, or the other could balance out this one, or you can be what you need to be in that moment for each other. Now, you have two people who have inner strength, have great control of their emotions, who can generate their emotions at will, and now truly be there for each other, and a nice syntax of a relationship. So Dr. Wood, hope you have the best, learn how to connect to and create that relationship of your dreams. It's possible if you understand what I just said. Thanks a lot.